Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Miguel Aventajado, your resident mama in Manila, and tonight we are out and about in BGC. We are actually in Uptown at one of our favorite Italian restaurants this side of town. Salvatore Cuomo opened his first restaurant, his first pizzeria, more than 30 years ago in Tokyo, Japan. His desire was to make sure that he could shift the perception of Italian food at that time, and since then he has opened up 88 storefronts. Today we're here in Salvatore Cuomo Bar, and this is on the corner of 9th Ave and 38th Street, so you can come down and visit. They have both indoor and outdoor dining, and of course if you guys want to leave us some comments, chat us up, we're live on the Rappler Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter profiles, and of course we're also live on the Momma and Manila Facebook pages too, so be sure to chat us up so we can answer those questions or comments later. Joining me today is Chef Mckoy Gabriel, who is the executive chef of Amphil Food Concepts. This umbrella houses Chili's. We also have Super Bowl of China, Wild West Roadhouse, Nanbante of Tokyo, and of course Salvatore Cuomo Bar and Salvatore Cuomo Cafe in Podium. Hi, Chef.
Hi, Michelle.
How are you?
I'm good, real good.
Thanks for having us.
Me as well. Thank you for having us.
Chef, I hope you don't mind. I've asked a surprise guest to join us today.
Sure, no problem.
I've invited one of my most Italian children. Of course, they're all part Italian, right? Miguel is joining us today because Salvatore is one of his favorite restaurants as well.
Yeah, hello. Hello,
Welcome,
everyone.
Miguel. Welcome to Salvatore
Thank you
Cuomo.
for having us.
I hope you'll enjoy the food.
I know I will.
All right.
Yes, he will. Thanks, son, for joining us on cam. So, of course, if you guys want to check out Salvatore Cuomo on Instagram or Facebook, you can do that. Both Salvatore Cuomo PH or Philippines on Facebook, and Salvatore Cuomo Cafe on Instagram and Facebook as well. Right? So we are here. Chef, I think it's amazing. There's 88 storefronts for Salvatore
All
Cuomo.
over Japan.
All over Japan, here in the Philippines, and I know we have two. So this is the first.
Yes.
Right, here in BGC, and then Podium opened just a little while after, a few years after, no?
Before pandemic,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. How was it? How was it getting through the pandemic? I'm sure. I mean, you've been with Amphil since the beginning.
Yes.
So
since day one.
you've seen this concept amongst the others, of course, because we know the other ones as well too. How has it been for Salvatore Cuomo? How is the Filipino, the average Filipino who comes and dines? How do they find the food? What can they expect?
Of course, when we first opened the Salvatore Cuomo, since Italian concept or Italian food is widely known all over country, they're really very easy to accept the food.
We love Italian
Also
food.
the pizza and the pasta.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
We love Italian food.
Very nice. So
But Salvatore Cuomo, obviously, this is not American Italian food.
no, it's really classic Italian food.
Yes, which is what he wanted. So his origins, I felt like it was really important to say his origins, right? So Chef has an Italian father and a Japanese mother, hence the first storefront opening up in Tokyo. But I think it's kind of amazing that, he was born in Naples, opened up his first storefront, but he didn't start, he started from the ranks.
Yes, from scratch actually as a delivery boy and a dishwasher. Then he learned that his passion is, in the food, and stay in Japan for so many years and decided to live there.
Yeah. So, but he comes back and forth.
Yes, of course, there's a lot of relatives in Italy, in Naples, that needs to, visit. We all know Italian, they're very familiar oriented.
very much like the Filipinos.
Correct.
We're very clannish on both sides, both the Italians and the Filipinos. So I'm not quite sure of the Japanese culture. I think my son would know more about the Japanese culture. I know you enjoy that.
I enjoy Japanese food a lot.
Yeah.
So
Well, not just the food, but I think you immerse yourself in that
yeah,
as well.
a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he started out as a dishwasher and delivery boy. Can you relate to that at all? I mean, how was your, I guess, journey through food and F&B?
My experience is at first I don't have anything. When I fell in love in cooking, that's the time when my cousins are sending me some cookbooks. Actually, not even cookbooks, just a magazine.
Yeah. How old were you?
I'm already 50.
Yeah.
This September 16. So when I started having that cookbook or magazine, I just start reading it, looking at it. And I don't have anything to buy. Okay, so I cook for myself.
Yeah.
Nag-invento ako. I put this, put that.
Experimenting.
Yeah. Look at what's ever in the market. So yeah, and my first dish is menudo. So I'm quite surprised because everybody likes it. So that's my journey began.
How old were you then?
14 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
years old.
I started cooking at about 14 also, but I'm not a chef. Obviously, you guys know I'm not a chef. I'm not trained. I just like to cook and I like to eat. So your journey started at 14 and so you mainly dabbled in Filipino food first.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. And second or next, Chinese food.
Yeah.
During that time, Chinese restaurant is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, dim sums, I love dim sums. That's where I started.
Yeah.
And next, roasting. So pretty much, I'm very familiar with Chinese also,
Okay.
Chinese food also.
As well. So, when people come into Salvatore Cuomo here in BGC, there's a very chill vibe. I feel like actually I could be somewhere in Manhattan. You have the brick. It's very earthy. You have this nice bar, beautiful bar behind us, obviously. So Salvatore Cuomo and Bar. And I remember when you guys first opened, it was a little bit bigger. So obviously, was this part of the pandemic to cut it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
It's real tough out there.
It was.
during
The pandemic
pandemic.
was tough.
So, but all the partners and the bosses, they decided to keep it open.
Yes.
At least, if it's not Monday to close your restaurant,
Right.
we're trying our very best to at least offer work
For your
opportunity
people.
for the people.
Yeah.
And me as well, I experienced how hard it is.
It's hard.
Earning like 1 or 2 days per week.
Yeah.
But of course, life must go on. You don't need to stop.
Yeah.
I think of, diversity. I diverse my effort creating my own business
Okay.
and also helping my friends to at least bounce back
Yeah.
with the pandemic. So, but I'm glad the company did not stop
Yeah. Thankfully.
even for a single day. So we open, curbside, delivery,
Yeah.
pick up, things like that.
Got really creative.
Yes, and happy to say that the company has never been better. Even
Fantastic.
prior pandemic,
Yeah.
now it's really getting there again.
Yeah. So you came out on the other side. I mean, and that must have been tough also for the Podium branch opening just before the pandemic. I mean,
Yes.
I think it was just a few months before, or maybe 6 months or so, just before things started to get a little scary. So thankfully, you guys came out on the other side. No worse for wear. And like
Yeah.
you said, picking up where we left off and doing that much better. I know we have quite a few dishes coming to the table.
Yes.
And
yeah, like
here we go. So We have, this is, Chef, what would we say this?
This San Daniele, our prosciutto plate. We serve with burrata and shards. It's a thinly pizza dough. So it's crispy and good with ham and the burrata.
This is our favorite. What did you call the crispy pizza dough?
Shards.
Shards.
Yes.
So it's like shards of crispy pizza dough that is so delicious. I don't know if you could see how creamy the burrata was, and of course the San Daniele. So Nino and I prefer San Daniele as well. To see how thinly sliced it is. Prosciutto obviously is served best when it's paper thin.
Yes, correct.
So that's the way we enjoy it. Now, depending on the prosciutto that you're going to enjoy, right? San Daniele and Parma, they're from two different regions, I think.
Yes. San Daniele came from San Daniele region. The regular prosciutto, it can be, some part of the Italy.
Yeah. And then, well, for us, of course, this is one of our faves, and it's a great starter.
Yes.
So when we look
Together with wine.
Yeah, perfect. So we have white wine here being served, and it looks like, yes, it's a Toscana. It's an Italian. So thank you.
Oh, Michelle, want to try some?
Sure. Son, you want some too? I know
Let
this
me
is
serve.
your favorite as well.
This is my favorite as well.
Yes. Thanks, Chef. Thank you.
Miguel,
Please.
There you go.
Thank you.
So 88 restaurants later, in the beginning, we know that, thank you. This is so yummy. The burrata is so creamy, it's chilled, it's delicious with, of course, the shards. I'm gonna grab one shard. You guys can probably hear the ASMR if we end up chewing. 88 storefronts. He originally was known as something else, though, not necessarily Salvatore Cuomo. His nickname was.
There's a different name for his restaurant. Like, there's different types. There's a bar and restaurant. There's a steakhouse. There's a cafe.
Oh, he has a steakhouse.
Yes. So basically, he's serving a lot of different cuts of steaks, and it's aged for about 30 to 60 days.
You age in the restaurant.
Yes.
You have a meat room.
Or there's a display chiller where we can age and make our own hams. Guanciale also, the one we're using for carbonara.
So you make your own guanciale?
Yes. Also the sausage, the Italian sausage, we're making it in-house. From time to time, we're aging some local pork hams.
As well.
Yes.
So now you're doing that. But the other ingredients, like obviously the San Daniele, the burrata, is this coming from Italy as well?
All the hams that you're eating now, the San Daniele is from direct from Italy. The burrata also as well. The shards we're making it in-house. We're using the
Pizza
heavy
dough.
flour, the pizza dough.
So
Also.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, and even the burrata is so creamy. I don't feel guilty about eating it. This is actually, burrata's better for people who are lactose, right? Lactose intolerant.
Intolerance.
So you're safe. Chef Salvatore Cuomo was known as the pizza man
Correct.
when he first got started. So obviously, if you guys enjoy pizza, pasta, authentic Italian food, this would be the place to come if you're in BGC as well. We're here on the corner of 9th and 38th, 9th Ave and 38th Street. Very easy to get to. Right across, actually, from Landers, so that gives you an idea. Okay, I know you have the the two locations, but you're planning on opening a third soon.
Soon,
Yeah.
next year, first quarter, around Bonifacio High Street. But we're opening a cafe as well. Not the bar and restaurant.
Because this is much bigger.
Definitely, the menu is bigger.
Yeah.
The
So
ca-
how does the menu differ from Salvatore Cuomo Bar to Salvatore Cuomo Cafe?
Well, the cafe, we serve our food more faster,
Yeah.
more casual. It's more of course, desserts and coffee.
Yeah. So lots more coffee
Yes.
options.
And
Italian
breads.
coffee.
Correct.
Italian coffee. Do you
And
also serve
the
Filipino
portion
coffee?
is more smaller.
Ah, okay. So it's really for a quicker meal,
Yes.
Bite.
more casual. Yeah. So a quick bite.
Yeah,
If you
In
were
between lunch and dinner
Okay.
for snacks. Oh,
So, son, let's show the camera. You can just lift it a little so that you don't even have to lift it so much. Yeah, so good. Chef, tell us what we have here.
we have the salmon carpaccio. At the bottom or beddings of it, sour cream together with balsamic reduction
Okay.
and dill and drizzle with extra virgin olive oil. And for garnish, we have dills and some microgreens.
Beautiful microgreens.
Also good with the shards.
Ah, yes. So, do you make this in-house? Is this
Yes.
salmon in-house?
We brine and smoke our salmon in-house. And we're using Chilean salmon for
salmon.
this. Yes.
Yeah. So
That's
it's not
fresh
farm.
in the market
it's
now.
that's hard to get, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am ready
I'll
for
pass your
that.
plate
So
over, I will serve you.
thank you. So I think part of, having a nice Italian meal includes
Yeah.
sitting around,
Thank you,
having
Miguel.
your wine, your appetizer, so your appetizers before the pasta. But I would like to say thanks for having us. Cheers.
Salud.
Salute.
He is my most Italian son.
I'll let me try the shards.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice.
Nice
wine.
and fresh.
Yeah, super.
Here we go. So let's talk about this salad because it's very pretty. So just pick it up this way. You don't even have, that's it. And we can wait for notes to
Let me finish it.
move. So this salad is pretty. We have the sweet pea flowers, which are edible, of course.
Edible.
It's. I see pansies even.
So we call this amore.
Okay.
It's an Italian version of Caesar salad. No? Yes. In this, you have, of course, romaine, aged eggs. Also, there's olives, breads, crusty breads,
Yeah.
and as you mentioned, the edible flowers on top,
Which make it pretty.
and generously grated with Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yum.
Parmigiano. Is
Yeah.
there any other cheese than Parmigiano Reggiano? Parmigiano is also good for people who are lactose, like me and Miguel, because it's aged so long. It's actually good for us. The hard cheese is good for us. The very hard, and then the soft
The
as
soft.
well, the buffalo. So the olives there are Kalamata olives. no?
Kalamata.
Yeah.
But it's pitted already, so no, you don't have to worry about the pit.
The salmon's delicious.
Thank you.
Is this creme fraiche with it?
Sour cream, yeah.
So, very good. Thank you. So, you can come in, you can have some apps.
Also, this
the
one
girls.
adds saltiness. The saltiness you'll get from fried prosciutto.
Ah, so we have prosciutto crisps as well.
Yes.
A good salad includes a little bit of crunchy, a little bit of color, and of course, a little bit of salty sweet.
Delicious.
More than anything. Yeah, you like salad?
I love salad.
Depends on what kind.
Yeah.
I'd say Miguel, Chef, do you have kids?
Yes, I got 3.
How old are they?
My eldest is 31.
Okay.
She's in LA right now. Because prior to that, she stayed in Dubai.
Oh, okay. Is she in the F&B industry as well?
No, she's a fashion designer.
Wow,
Wow.
how cool. What's her name?
Jolene.
Hi, Jolene. Hi, Jolene.
So, planning to take the offer in Canada next year.
Okay.
So, she's just taking a break in LA.
So she's a fashion designer.
Yes.
And so did your kids always eat everything you cooked or everything you prepared?
No,
or did they
no.
go through like a picky phase? Because mine went through
That's
a
a
picky
sad
phase.
thing. When I cook, they don't usually eat it.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, they just like their mom's cooking. So
Well, that's okay. As long as they like moms too, that's okay.
because every time I cook at in the house, palagi nilang sinasabi, oh, it's just a glorified, adobo. It's just a glorified things like
Oh
this.
no.
And it, wait us for a very long time, just tastes like, actually, mom's, cooking is still the best.
Nothing beats mom's
Nothing beats
cooking
mom's.
after all anyway, right? So
Correct.
I think that's the greatest compliment to their mother.
Mm-hmm.
And you chose her. So that
Should
is
I be thankful?
Yes, of course. Why not? Then you don't have
All
to
right.
cook. You're off the hook.
Uh-huh.
Right? So my kids actually didn't always enjoy salad. I'd say like Miguel started eating salad around 14,
Okay.
around there. My eldest still does not enjoy raw tomatoes. She will eat cooked tomatoes and dishes with, I think a lot of it has to do with texture as well. But so now,
Very
let's see.
Italian, huh?
Yeah. So you would say like you and Gia can enjoy a salad.
Absolutely.
Diego,
On
would
the
he?
other hand.
Not yet. He's not there yet.
He's not there yet. He eats broccoli if it's in beef and broccoli. But
He's got to have the beef.
Got more
he's not a
beef?
salad person yet. He's getting there though.
So for us, I think the best thing that we can do with the kids, obviously, is just make sure that we expose them to everything, let them try, let them try everything that you put out on the table, or take them to different restaurants as well. So,
Also, my second is already 25 years old,
wow, you're like done. How old is your youngest?
17.
Yeah. Okay. So your youngest is the same age as my number 3. Yeah. So they're all big already.
Yes. Big and happy.
That's good. We
That's
want
the most
them to be
important.
happy. Very important to be happy. So happy in everything that they do, and of course also able to contribute and do good things like make fashion or serve good food. What's your second doing?
Hopefully, you'll be graduating next year as marketing management. Yeah. So
Great. So what are some of the other things that we can look forward to when we come and visit? I know we'll be sharing lots of faves that are, you can come and find here in Salvatore Cuomo Bar. But, beyond the appetizers, obviously different pastas. Do you guys make your own pasta as well?
yeah, we do homemade, but of course, we have the spaghetti, which is pre-packed, and it's from Italy.
So it's imported.
Yes. So we do homemade like pappardelle and linguine, tortellini and ravioli as well on special occasion and events. Yeah, but basically on a day-to-day we're just serving 3 types of pasta, which is spaghetti, linguine, and pappardelle.
On pappardelle. So
Yeah.
those are the homemade ones.
Yes.
Miguel also makes pasta. Mig, why don't you
Yes.
share, chef, like your
Right.
little passion?
So
Yeah.
I started making pasta when I was like, I want to say 15 or 16. I'm 21 now.
Wow.
But 15 or 16 because I was like, I like eating pasta. Why don't I just learn how to make it? So that day in the kitchen, I was by myself and I just taught myself how to make it
Wow.
from watching like
Self-taught,
YouTube
huh?
videos. Yeah.
The school of YouTube.
School of
That's
YouTube.
good.
And now I can make pretty much any kind of pasta from scratch, as long as it's like where you roll it. Not like
And what's
obviously.
your favorite sauce?
Ooh. Honestly, my favorite is aglio olio. Like
Oh.
you can't beat that. It's impossible to beat. So
Olive oil based.
olive oil with just red pepper,
Garlic.
garlic.
Tons of
It's just
garlic,
so
huh?
good. It's just so good. Nothing
Simple
can beat
flavors.
it. Simple.
Wow.
There you go. Then we have the pizza, the DOC, or the Dimensione Controlat. The originale controlata. I'm sorry, not
You said
good.
it. You said a mouthful. So actually, how do we say it when we want to come in? Pizza doc.
Doc, yes.
Everyone
Or
will
DOC,
know.
just
Or
to make
DOC.
it more faster.
Yeah. People will know what that means. So what are we looking at here?
Well, of course, you cannot say DOC if you don't have a good sweet tomato. Our tomatoes still imported from Japan.
Wow.
And sometimes in Korea, of course, if it's not good, it's seasonal.
Okay.
Basically, you need to choose
So these
wherever it's, good or sweet.
these are fresh cherry tomatoes.
Yes, yes. for
Yeah.
sure.
And which obviously,
And also, we have the mozzarella or the bocconcino.
Yeah.
No? And drizzle some extra virgin olive oil and some basilico or basil.
yes.
The dough, we're making it in-house.
So this is the trifecta when you're looking at pizza. You have to have fantastic tomatoes, you have to have fantastic cheese, and of course, the dough is just as important as well.
Yes,
Basil is obviously more than a garnish in Italian cooking. But if we're talking about cooking an Italian
That is
pizza,
so fun.
thank you for serving. This is delicious. Chef, this is not a dish that takes long to cook at all.
Oh yes,
Right.
it only take about 2 to 3 minutes.
And that's because the temperature of the oven
It's
is
really high. As can go as 600 to
Right.
700 degree Fahrenheit.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can see the oven from here.
Can't see it. Oh, I can see it. It's right there. I
Yeah,
can see it
so-
from here. So is this a gas stove or a wood fire?
Wood fire oven. You can cook four pizza, at the same time. So basically, in about 10 minutes, you should have 20 pizza.
Wow.
So that's how fast, guys. And can you eat them that fast? I bet you can.
I bet I could. These tomatoes are so sweet. It's so good.
Wait, we have another pizza. Slow down. We have more.
This one we call the pizza affumicato. So basically, it's smoked 4 different types of meat. We have the guanciale, the sausage, the pancetta, and prosciutto, crisp prosciutto.
So you make the sausage, you make the guanciale. Do you
Yeah.
also make the pancetta?
Yes.
Wow. So
The prosciutto,
the prosciutto
from-
you have to get from Italy.
Well, from special event, it will take some time.
Of
to-
course.
And of course, a bigger place and good temperature.
So this pizza is the meat lover's pie. So this is called the,
Pizza affumicato.
yes, there you go. So I won't take a piece of
I
that
bet you'll
just
like this,
yet,
Miguel.
I
but
bet
I'm
I
sure
would.
Miguel
I bet I
will
will.
enjoy that.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
One thing we haven't tried making is the sausage links. Actually, during the pandemic, because it was so hard to find so many things too as well, we had a lot of fun in the kitchen. Miguel makes pasta. We figured out how to make sausage crumbles with, the right spices, and we didn't make the links, but we did make, when we wanted that sausage taste with the spices. So this is fantastic that you guys make all of this in-house. So The sausages obviously are used in other dishes here.
Yes.
What else can we look for that?
Well, we have the salsicha a la grilla, which is the plain, you serve with 3 links and grilled together with vegetables, grilled vegetables, and some mashed potato or potato puree if you want to. Also with the pasta from antipasto
Yeah.
as well, and aperitivo in a snack time together with the wine. You can have different types of sausage.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Which is perfect. And like, speaking of aperitivo, we know happy hour
Yes.
is exciting no matter where you are. But here in Salvatore Cuomo and Bar, there is a special.
Yes.
5 p.m.
Onwards.
right? It's called Click and Drink.
Yes,
Right?
click
So I
and
know
drink.
we're gonna have some of those drinks. You can have your aperitivo with the sausage platter and
we
things
also
to
serve,
nosh on.
50% off or buy one take one. Bellini, sangria, and what's the other one?
Aperol Spritz.
Aperol Spritz, correct.
Which is
Even
our
better
faves.
than-
Yeah. Well, we love Aperol Spritz. It's a fun, it's a way to kind of bring in the afternoon the right way, the Italian way, when you're having a little drink, obviously with
Even in
friends.
Even in lunch, we can have good
Yeah.
wines.
Why not? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers to wine. Day drinking. We can do that too.
Absolutely.
Cheers, guys. So if you have any questions for Chef or anything about the restaurant, Salvatore Cuomo and Bar, you can leave them in the comment section, and we'll be sure to answer them. So I know we've tried the pizzas, we've tried some of the antipastos. Explain how, if we were to follow the Italian way of serving, we would obviously start with the antipasto.
Yes. Of course, the appetizer or the antipasto. Next, if you want some salad, just like Miguel, you can have your salad.
See, he knows you like salad now.
Love salad.
And after that, pizza.
Yeah.
And next will be the primo or the pasta.
Yes.
Where you can get all your carbs, and together with that, we'll serve the grill items or the steaks and the lamb, the fish, and roast chicken, roast pork. We call it the porchetta, the one
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
pork belly when you roll it and roast it, no? And
Yum.
lastly, the dessert or the dolce.
Yeah.
So we have good selection of dolce as well.
Yes,
of course,
you do. Miguel
you
has
do.
a favorite.
Yes, you do.
And the panna cotta,
The
of
panna
course,
cotta. Oh my gosh.
you can
Well-
have again.
We've had the porchetta. I think we've also had the steak the last
Had the
time we were
steak, yeah.
here, right? But the porchetta is fantastic.
Absolutely. Fantabulous.
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 You enjoyed it too. Of
That
course,
was
the
great.
porchetta is, this rolled pork belly that's roasted and the skin is crispy on
Crispy,
the
yeah.
outside.
You can have it crispy or not. Others like, just soft. But of course, more of the Filipino like the crispy outside.
Yeah, I like the crispy, and I love that how when you enjoy it, pork belly has these layers of
Meat and fat.
meat and fat. And when you enjoy the porchetta here, the way that it's cooked, the fat just kind of melts away, and it's perfect for me. Actually, took me a long time to enjoy pork belly,
Okay.
and porchetta was probably my first foray into saying like, yes, I like
Well,
this.
during the 80s, most of at least most of the Filipinos doesn't like to cook the pork belly because akala nila it's all fats.
Yeah.
But it's a different story. It should be if you want to have a good pork belly, it should be a layer of meat, fat, meat, and fat.
Yes.
So other doesn't like to cook that during 80s, but when they learn it now,
Yeah.
it's more fast, fast selling than the pork chop and the shoulder and the butt.
Yeah.
So it's more expensive.
Now.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. And when it's done well, that fat just melts away and the
Yes.
flavor goes into the layer of the meat,
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
right?
Fat
So
is
you,
flavor.
you can fat,
Fat is flavor.
Fat is flavor.
Fat is flavor. You're right, and that's not just from, a cooking standpoint, right? It's when we enjoy all of that. It's like a party in your mouth. Ooh, what do we have coming in? Let's see. Wait, let me move these pizzas.
Let me move this.
There we go.
So we have the primo on here. We have the pescatore or the seafood spaghetti. That one is a risotto topped with duck.
Wow.
It's a confit. Duck
It's a duck
confit.
confit.
Yes.
Oh, my husband would love that.
Okay.
Loves duck. Okay, so I see that that shrimp, the freshwater shrimp.
Yes.
What is that called again?
Well, in Tagalog, we call that ulam.
Ulang.
Uh-huh. So,
Yes.
basically, we have clams, mussels, shrimp,
Here, let's show the camera. Okay.
and squid.
Wow.
So really a bounty of the sea.
Yes. In tomato sauce.
And when we order this, is it always served with spaghetti or can you have it with penne or something else?
Well, you can have it with linguine or tagliatelle or
Better with a long noodle.
yes.
Okay.
And thinner. So
Okay.
because the sauce not that thick, it's thin. It's hard to penetrate the noodles. So basically, what we're using is the thinner the better.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and then we have the risotto. We have, so this is part of the click and drink. So at 5 p.m., you can come down to Salvatore Cuomo and bar and take part in happy hour.
Yes.
What are you drinking? Let me guess, you're going to have an Aperol Spritz.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. There's a lot of options. So.
Because this is a huge sangria. And then, Chef, you have a Bellini.
Bellini, yes.
Yeah, so that's fun. You can come down and have a drink or two. Here, cheers.
Oh,
You can
cheers
have your
with my
wine.
wine.
You have your wine.
Salud, salud.
So
So click and drink.
That wine is so smooth.
Chef, go ahead. What were you gonna say, son?
I'm really excited for this
Risotto.
risotto. I mean, just take a look at that. Like, you see that? That looks so good.
begin.
You know how long risotto takes to make. This is.
I do know how long risotto takes to make.
Yeah,
It takes a
this-
while.
this
so
is-
I'm gonna just.
You can serve
Don't mind
yourself.
me.
Yeah.
Go, serve
I'ma just
yourself.
get some.
We're good
Go,
with
Miguel.
that. Go
Go,
for
Miguel.
it.
And tell me it's good. Right
Because
now.
I think there's another dish coming right away.
Is there?
So yeah, I'm gonna move this pescatora, and then the duck confit, and oh, this looks like lamb.
Yeah, it's a rack of lamb.
Okay, again, my husband would enjoy this.
I love the
Dad,
plating.
do you enjoy lamb, son?
I love lamb.
Serve with roast garlic on the side. So
Delicious.
Another
Look at it.
favorite of his. Thank
That
you.
looks really good.
I'm gonna
excited for
try.
that.
I'm gonna try the risotto.
Me
Chef,
too. Do
if
you want
wanna-
to pass it?
Just a little bit, yeah. And then, Chef, of the dishes on the table, do you prefer more the duck, the seafood, or
the seafood.
You do.
Yeah, because it's my diet season. So right now I prefer
Thank
the
you.
seafood.
So diet season, there's like a time where you
Of
take it
course.
easy, no?
Yeah, because holidays fast approaching. I can afford to. Oh man,
September after all, so
correct.
Merry
You have
Christmas,
tried the duck.
guys.
Lush, thank you. I love that.
So we cook the duck for almost 8 hours. So it will become more tender, and then we just pan-sear it to make it more crispy.
Oh
the
my
skin.
god.
Wow, this is delicious. The duck it's
Wow.
packed with
You like it?
flavor. I love the risotto.
That is so good.
What's on there? A demi? You heard him.
Yes,
you
yes.
heard him?
Let me try
Maron.
it. Maron, yeah. So it's a reduction of the balsamic. I hope Nino can try it.
I don't know. He might not get any.
He might not, because that's really good.
So good.
So tender. Risotto is so nice. Like, perfectly cooked. I love it.
Chef, if you were going to choose an Italian carb, would it be the risotto or the pasta?
The pasta. The pasta.
I'm with you on that, but
Yeah. It feels like, it's just like, you know, a day-to-day rice for me.
I think
Just,
I think we need to make space. Is there something else coming in?
oh yeah.
Wow.
This one, the salmon al burro,
Okay.
or the salmon in butter sauce.
All right. So you can show that to the camera.
wow.
Oh, that looks delish. And it looks like it's perfectly cooked.
That really looks so good.
Miguel, you want some, lamb?
Oh, absolutely. I would never say no to lamb.
So
Thank
tell
you.
us about how the lamb is prepared. It looks like it's grilled.
Yes. We grilled it. Then we have the reduction
Oh
of
my
its,
gosh.
Is the ribeye.
There's another thing. Okay.
Wow.
So
Okay.
we cook the
Oh my gosh.
ribeye, the reverse searing. So
I'll
Wow.
pick that up. That looks good.
is it perfectly cooked? It must be otherwise.
They wouldn't bring it.
Oh my gosh. Look
Look
at
at that. So you can come have pizza, pasta, click and drinks, right? We have your Aperol coming to the table, son.
Thank you very much.
And then you can also enjoy grilled meat. So obviously you have a well-equipped grill
Yes.
in the back. So not
Also,
just this
what
pizza
we're-
oven that is 500 degrees or more.
More.
You have a grill where you can prepare these meats to get this char.
we're using a binchotan. It's an imported charcoal.
What do you call it?
Binchotan.
Bichotan.
Binchotan.
Binchotan.
Japanese, yeah.
And
From Myanmar.
Okay.
So we're importing our charcoal just to make sure
why?
that we
What
can
makes
get-
it different?
Yeah, it's more heat. The
Okay.
intensity of the charcoal, it's really hot. So you can have the good sear. As you can notice, our
Yeah.
ribeye, it's a charcoal grill. It's really crusty outside. You
Look at
can
that.
the char. Michelle, you want some lamb?
Yes,
Lamb
I'll
is
have
so
a bite.
good. Lamb is so nicely
I'll
cooked
have-
too.
So we have lamb, we have duck, we have salmon. Of course, we have the freshest seafood because here in the Philippines, we know seafood is king.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the ribeye. That's done fantastically. So Mig is already
I'm just
digging
gonna
in.
help myself.
Go ahead, Miguel.
Mig is helping
Because-
himself. Bon appetit.
Like, look at this. It looks so good.
Oh, it's done perfectly,
It
Chef.
really is. Mom,
Yeah.
you want one?
Yes, I'll have.
There you go.
So, Chef, you were saying this is your diet season
Yes.
because it's Burr months.
It's Burman.
I will
Thank you,
admit
Miguel.
that, of course, the hazards of having a cooking show or hosting a cooking show is
Mm-hmm.
that we have to eat so much. But this is all keto, all this grilled meat. Obviously, we have steak and fish and seafood and lamb. But there's more, right? So this is
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Salvatore Cuomo and
Just have
Bar
to make
has.
sure leave some room for desserts because we have.
Is that coming
man.
already?
Give it some more time. Maybe.
I'm gonna
10
have a
minutes.
bite of my steak
is so
and a
good.
bite of the lamb.
Please eat the steak.
Wait, tell
Holy
us what's
cannoli.
on the holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
Tell us what's on the platter with the steak. It's served with a wedge of lemon. It looks like there's some salt and
Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not salty enough for you. The balsamic reduction, of course, to add sweetness to the dish, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
But
Simple, the
obviously, yeah, the simpler the better. So obviously, I took a bite of steak already. I haven't taken a bite of the lamb. When you have a good steak and it's cooked, well, not cooked well done, when it's cooked well, when it's grilled well.
Done is not acceptable
No,
here.
that is
Absolutely
not acceptable.
Not acceptable at all.
But when it is cooked well, you don't need anything for it because the meat can sing the flavors and
Yes.
obviously
you don't want
here-
to bastardize the meat.
No.
If you have a good meat, like this one, well, it's a we're using higher choice.
Yes.
For me, it's good enough. You just need to cook it, perfectly to make it,
It's
to
so
make it
good.
good.
It's so tender, packed with flavor,
Crusty on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
tender on the inside. It's so
cut
delicious.
across. So important when you enjoy a steak like this. You said it was a reverse sear.
It's a reverse sear.
Explain to the viewers what that means.
Reverse searing, what's good, you don't need to cook it longer when the guests order for it. we put it in the oven for 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and that stay for about 40 to 45 minutes until it reaches the internal temperature of about 135 degree Fahrenheit. When you reach the temperature, you can sear it. The hotter the charcoal, the better.
Yes.
Because you will get the good crust.
Yes.
The crispy crust and the Maillard effect. When the raw meat changes its flavor,
Yes.
of course, to a very good flavor, and that's when you'll have the crispy outside and soft inside.
So if this is an ASMR episode, you can like run your
You
knife.
run the knife on the top.
Yes,
It's so crispy on the outside. It's
you
insane.
can hear it.
You can hear it.
crackly.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
My goodness.
All of these meats are grilled to perfection. I tried the lamb. So admittedly, prior to dating Nino, or marrying Nino, or being married to Nino for many years, I really didn't enjoy lamb. But my husband loves lamb chops and enjoys this cut. So this was cooked perfectly. Sometimes, for those of you that might not enjoy lamb so much, there's that gamey taste. There's none of that here. It was
Yeah.
packed with flavor.
Agree.
The sauce that's on top, this is also a demi-glaze as well?
Yes, with mustard.
Yeah.
So it's a mustard sauce with them, together with demi-glace.
And the roasted garlic, obviously, son, did you get any of that garlic?
Oh,
I might
sorry.
help myself to just
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna,
I'll get-
I just need one or two. Because of course, garlic
Love it.
is so good for you. There are so many health benefits to
So many
enjoying garlic.
antioxidants.
Well, it's antibacterial, it's antiviral.
Anti-high blood, should I say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good, right?
Garlic is very good for you.
Well,
Anti-Dracula.
totally.
Plenty
Okay.
of benefits.
The garlic, the roasted garlic
already
is
in the
roasted to
dessert?
perfection.
Oh man.
I'm ready for dessert.
You know what? I'm also ready for dessert.
So obviously, dolce.
Dolce, correct.
Dolce.
The sweet ending to every meal is always something to look forward to. We have so many desserts here on the table. I know that the lemon tart is new.
Yes.
Yeah. So is this like a classic lemon? Like, would you say it's a lemon meringue? It's got the meringue on top.
There's a meringue on top. You have the pastry on the bottom, and custard tart inside.
Uh-huh.
Nice. So it's like a shortbread. Is it a shortbread crust or?
No, actually, it's a pastry.
Tart.
It's a pastry tart.
All right.
The bottom.
Ah.
Wonderful. And then of course the classic
Tiramisu.
tiramisu.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong
You
with
can't
that.
go wrong with tiramisu any
Absolutely
time of
not.
day. Tiramisu is a pick me up for everyone, right? And then I see fresh strawberries on the end. I haven't tried this one. What is this?
This one is strawberry shortcake.
Nice and straightforward.
Yes.
I'm
Straightforward.
sure I will
I like
have
it.
a bite as soon as I can for that. But Mig, why don't you tell the viewers what your favorite dessert is here?
My favorite dessert here is the panna cotta because okay.
I'm sorry, Mig, but I don't think you're going to have one.
Oh man. Really?
Is there
No
gonna be-
way. No way.
Come on.
It's okay.
Come on,
This
send
is a personal
someone
opinion.
out.
Personal opinion. This is the place to get the best panna cotta in Metro Manila.
Right.
Maybe even the Philippines, because
Wow.
it's too good.
That's big.
It's too good.
That's
you just
big.
gotta come and try it for yourself. Like
He was doing
really.
the Italian hands.
Oh my gosh. You just gotta try it for yourself. It's just too good.
Well, I think you're a little bit of a panna cotta snob.
Oh yeah.
So if you like panna cotta the way Mig likes panna cotta, this is the place you need to come.
Absolutely.
So, Chef,
Gotta come here. You gotta come
In
here.
a minute, Miguel. Okay, don't worry.
I think Chef is bringing one out. Well,
It's okay.
I will,
It's okay. It's
I will cheers to the best panna cotta,
Thank you.
fantastically
Cheers. I will cheers.
grilled to perfection meats, pizza that is cooked in a minute, pasta that is done perfectly and al dente, because here at Salvatore Cuomo and Bar, you can find all of these things and more. So from steak to duck to lamb. Cheers.
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 Oh, let me try the pasta.
So good. So the
So
sangria, guys, remember this is 50% off at from 5 p.m. to close. So you can come and have your drinks, come after work, come for dinner with the family, or maybe just with the girlfriends.
Yes. Yes. This is it. Okay, chef. So what's on the top of the panna cotta?
You call that dakwa, or if you're familiar with Sansalbat.
Yeah. Ah, dakwa. Okay.
So that's what in
Wait,
the middle of
he
Sansalbat.
wanted to
The
see it a
flavored
little
butter,
bit more.
dakwa. So in this plate, you just crush it and put on top of your favorite panna cotta.
Yes.
And also serve with syrup. The syrup is the caramel
Yeah, the
syrup.
caramel syrup.
So good. It's so good.
Before we used to serve it with mango sauce.
I think I like it better with syrup.
I like it better with.
Unadulterated, it's just
I like it how it
it's
is.
simple.
It's
simple.
the best how it is. So
Okay. So
You
what's
can
panna
eat
cotta?
the
We've
best.
actually tried to make panna cotta at home as well.
I have made it, but it's
Yeah.
really hard. It's really hard to make it. It really is hard. That's why I come here to eat it. 'Cause I just pay for it. Just get it.
And you're not disappointed.
Never.
It will take some time to make it perfect as to your liking.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you add more gelatin to it, as you say, if there's gelatin, you'll not eat the panna
Yeah.
cotta. This one, it's a cooked cream, a bit of a secret
Yes.
Okay.
of my
Yes.
pastry chef inside.
Let's keep it like that. Let's keep it as a secret, so I don't try to go insane and try to make it
So you
myself,
can-
because then
so
I'll
you
just
can
disappoint myself
Come back
again.
for more, right?
Absolutely.
We always come back for more.
We always come back.
Chef, that brings us almost to the end of the show. And at the end of every show, we try and make sure that we do like a quick rapid fire set of questions, so that we throw them at you. We get to know
Alright.
you a little bit more, of course, and maybe even a little bit more about the restaurant. So are you ready? We can start?
Bring it on.
Okay, before we start, let us, guys, remind you, you can go ahead and check out Salvatore Cuomo Cafe for the restaurant and podium, and Salvatore Cuomo Philippines for Salvatore Cuomo and Bar, which is here on the corner of 9th and 38th. Okay, who shaped your relationship with food?
Not who, but what.
Okay.
When I was young, I don't have anything. So my cousins are sending me some cookbook and I'm trying to cook it. But of course, it's all from US. But
Yeah.
my very first dish is menudo,
Yes.
which they like it. I got surprised. And moving forward, that's
So
how
it was those magazines and those cookbooks that they shared with you.
Yes. I
Favorite
found
food as
my
a kid?
passion. Tapa, of course.
Favorite cuisine as an adult?
Adult pasta,
Italian?
Italian, of course,
Yes.
the pescatore. That's why I
Yes.
tried it.
So that you answered my next question. What is your favorite dish at Salvatore Cuomo?
Pescatore. But it
Favorite-
changes from time to time.
Oh, sure. We all have favorites, right? And
do.
differing tastes. Favorite pastime when not cooking?
Drinking.
Drinking. Drinking.
Drinking with friends.
Drinking. Cheers.
Drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Here we go.
I bet
too.
every chefs like to drink.
Yeah.
Salud.
Biggest kitchen inspiration?
Emeril Lagasse.
Oh, I
Oh
like
my
him
gosh.
too. Bam!
Bam!
Music in the kitchen, yes or no?
Again,
Music in the kitchen, yes or no?
at my age now, no.
No. Okay. Takeout or dine in?
Dining.
Dine in. I agree.
I agree
Two
too.
foods that go together but don't go together.
Honey and pizza.
Wow,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Or even
Agree.
chili honey, right?
Agree.
Any kitchen or dining accessory that you collect?
Not really, but friends.
Friends.
I collect friends.
You collect friends?
Yeah. Making friends with my chefs brings better food.
Amen.
Amen.
And then you can serve your friends the food too.
Yes, yes.
Can I be your friend?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
You're on the sofa watching a movie. What's on your snack board?
Gorgonzola.
Yes, creamy.
Yes.
Creamy. Are you serving it with crusty bread?
Yes.
Ah,
With Melba toast.
I'm with you there too.
Delish.
Okay. What's your favorite comfort food?
Again, if it's not tapa, bulalo.
Bulalo. Especially on a rainy day. Bulalo is fantastic. Your signature dish?
My signature dish is sisig at least in local.
Sisig.
I made my own sisig sauce.
Ooh.
During my pandemic, that helps me a lot. And some of my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold about at least 1,000 boxes of it.
Wow.
And
I want to try that.
but it's inactive right now. It's inactive, but I'll make one for you.
Thank
I'll send
you.
it. Just give me your number or address.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
it reaches like everywhere in Luzon.
Fantastic.
Even in Visayas.
We actually started making sisig during the pandemic as well.
Yeah,
so
we
we
tried
tried.
it. We tried it.
But
We
I really
tried.
enjoyed tofu sisig.
Tofu sisig.
I love
It's
tofu
good.
sisig.
Actually, that sauce, I call it sisig sauce, but it goes well in every
Anything.
fried dishes.
I'm sure.
Fried
bet.
fish, fried chicken.
There you have it. Okay, so white EVOO or red sauce for your pasta?
Aglio olio, EVO,
Same. Pasta or pizza?
pasta,
Parmigiano or pecorino?
pecorino,
Parmigiano.
Chianti or Barolo?
Barolo,
Penne or spaghetti?
spaghetti,
Okay, and now we come back to the Philippines. Nilaga or sinigang?
nilaga,
And tapa or tocino?
tapa.
Tapa. All right, well, that wraps this episode. Thank you so much for having us here at
Thank you for
Salvatore Cuomo and Bar. We've had a fantastic foray into pizza, pasta, and of course, delicious grilled meats, ending with the dolce. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, keep cooking, keep sharing, and keep safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Salute.
Salud. One last.
Salud.